Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 28 of Ace Attorney Investigation 2. Last time, we were dealing with more Sebastian's brilliant reasoning. Just literally Sebastian reasoning that dang Gustavia, he opened up the Pisces case and the gas release because he wanted to commit suicide in an art gallery to look refined. That would have given you the perfect opportunity to plant the bottle on him. That's... You are the only pharmacist on the premises who could have handled Megatoxin X. Furthermore, as the curator of this art gallery, you're an acquaintance of her. You would have had access to the gallery at any time in order to prepare the poisonous gas trap. Sorry, I had some mucus. But please wait, that Megatoxin X was stolen! Trying to lie your way out of this won't go well with me. It's true! Look, I've got the proof you need right here in my bag. What is she searching for? Not this. Not this either. I remember seeing this cloth like this recently. Ah, Harry, please take a look at this. Is this some sort of paper? What's it say? April 1st. Theft report accepted. Stolen item, Megatoxin. Justine! What is April? It's the current month, Sebastian. What's first? It means number 1, Sebastian. I look the best! Yes, Sebastian, good. Theft? What's theft, Justine? It's when people are stolen from... It's when something is stolen, Sebastian. What does report mean, Justine? Just Sebastian's illiterate. This is a theft report acceptance certification. What? Yes, the truth is, 1 week ago my Megatoxin X was stolen. 1 week ago? That means you didn't have it with you today? Yes, that bottle you just found was probably the one that was stolen from me. I don't carry that bottle of Megatoxin in my bag at all times. Why? That's the bigger question. Why are you carrying these damn poison chemicals? It's going around preparing your schemes, poison the world. Now I think about it, now I know why. I was thinking to myself, why does does she look familiar to me? And then I was also thinking why Teru looked familiar, basically. And then it hit me! Freaking Delicia and Teru look... Basically, Delicia is a female, less raunchy version of Teru. Or rather, Teru is a masculine, more purry version of Delicia, considering that she came first. Even though I often forget to keep it locked up, I would never ever think about mixing with Normalium. But why in the world would you carry such a dangerous substance on your person? Well, you never know when those things appear those days. Those creatures that infest the kitchen trying to peer into the heart of a lady, right? Although if you hadn't rolled them in the newspaper, you could have just squashed them in one blow. Justine, what do we do now? Well then, can we really accept this theft report? Let's ask for confirmation. That should clearly tell us whether or not she's lying. Right! Well then, I'll just call and confirm it. It looks like Miss Delicious isn't the culprit. Indeed, if she really did have the poisonous gas trap as a trap, I don't believe she would do it in a way that incriminates her the most. So Miles, who do you think is the culprit? Predicting the actions of the victim would require a fair amount of advanced planning, and there's only one person here capable of that. Huh? Uncle Ray would like to know too. Who do you suspect? The only one who stole the Megatoxin X to prevent the ruin in advance was Sebastian! Justine! Kay! Yes, I know it's Catherine. It had to be the curator of the Zodiac Art Gallery, Miss Catherine Hall. However, I still don't have any evidence that she is the criminal yet. I see, she is... The way he just said that now sounds like he's been expecting it. Good job, Miles, as expected from Uncle Ray's future apprentice. I have no intention of becoming your apprentice! Come on, Miles, join the lawyer side of the force. And now to announce the results of my verification! I can confirm that her theft report was indeed accepted. Therefore, it's a little too early to come to a decision, or a little too rash to come to a decision, because I learned that during the last case. Because I'm learning, I'm adapting, because I'm the best. That means your logic was completely faulty. You're wrong! My real performance is still to come. Really? And how do you plan to proceed with your investigation? I plan to do it with Justine. That's first we need to speak with the curator. And after that? Well, we'll cross it bridge when we come to it. Sebastian, Mr. Gustavia may have had business in the Winter Palace. I believe we should send an investigator there as well. Oh, that's a good too! Detective Gumshoe, investigate the Winter Palace at once! Got it, Zoe! Justine, let's go talk to the curator! No, frankly, like I said, just Gumshoe shouldn't be too upset about working with Sebastian. I mean, sure, Sebastian's a little bit annoying, but I mean, he's not actively... He was trying to give Gumshoe a raise, treat Gumshoe like a human being. I mean, sure, you have to stroke his ego a little, but I mean, compared to Edgeworth, who basically makes you clean his office, and he still cuts your pay? Yes, let us proceed. We should go and listen to what Miss Hall has to say as well. Alright, I want you guys to listen to what the curator has to say. Mr. the Best, weren't you going to go and talk to it yourself? Nah, that's a job for my subordinates. Damn it, he's already learning how to be a prosecutor. All we have to do is wait for the report. I'm the best prosecutor after all. Such arrogance. Well, this is anticlimactic. I'm going to chill for a bit. Huh? What's that in the fountain? What? There's a dead body in the fountain! It's just like my swimming pool back home! What is the meaning of this? He's just doing the downward stroke! That's what Pops tells me when we find bodies in our pool! Silence! Damn it, Justin! I'll do my voice! I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Silence, everyone. Forensics, identify this body at once. It's terrible, bro! Please be quiet, detective. The ice sculpture in the Winter Palace! It all melted, pal! What? 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 What's going on here? There are 2 victims now! This is all just like 18 years ago. Once again, the ice sculptures have melted. Again? And everyone related to the incident 18 years ago is gathered here now. This is no mere coincidence, don't you think so, Miles? Yes. The key to finding the truth of this case lies in the IS-7 incident. This is what I believe. That's right. Uncle Ray thinks so too. Looks like it's time once again for Uncle Ray to tell you about the IS-7 incident. Part 2. Easily digestible. No, we don't want to go. We don't want to keep going. The IS-7 incident. 18 years ago, Gregory Edgeworth's last case. Isaac Dover was murdered at the venue of a dessert contest, and his body was discovered in the chocolate treasure chest made by Jeff Master. The victim died from blood loss after being struck in the head with a rock salt lamp. The murder weapon was found hidden inside Delicia's Candy Castle. Then, in the victim's room, where no one had searched yet, all of Dover's sherbet sculpture had melted. 18 years ago. The sculptures in Mr. Dover's room had melted. Due to that, Prosecutor Von Karma immediately drove us away from the scene. How are we going to investigate now? And what's with that? Defense attorney's out. Von Karma's methods are deplorable. Well, investigating the crime scene is supposed to be the police's job after all. But you gotta admit, Von Karma's methods are way out of line. Defense attorneys and the police should work together to discover the truth. Raymond, you may realize that not everyone shares the same views as us. Should one expose the truth for the sake of justice, or simply accept things as they appear? Everyone has their own view on what is right and what is wrong. Even if it means convicting an innocent man? Both ourselves and the police are only human, and as humans, we all make mistakes. It is for this reason that we defense attorneys exist, so that those who are alone and helpless can have an ally on their side. An ally on their side? If we cannot investigate, we should just
Shouldn't we just find some other way to help? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I still have much to learn. Of course you do, because you're not me. You're not Miles. Miles would kick your ass. Miles, he could be running this show already. He's only 9, but he could kick your ass. You're still so young, so you'll have many opportunities to learn. Right, I'll do my best!
Monsieur Edgeworth and Monsieur Shields, would you like to take a brief respite? I know it's not much, but please, eat these!
Wow, thank you! Let's eat. Yeah, I appreciate getting some sugar into my system, but these are a little too sweet. And it's a little misshapen too.
I am terribly sorry. Does it not suit your tastes?
Not at all! It's deliciously sweet!
Hehe, thank you so much. But making sweets isn't really my forte.
Huh? You made the chocolate cake?
Yes, chocolate is Monsieur Master's favorite food. Preparing his favorite food is also part of my job. But I'm still not that good at it, so I need him to instruct me.
I envy Master Jeff! He can see Kate's handmade sweets whenever he wants! And he gets to sniff her hair, Raleigh!
Did you say something?
Nothing! This is so sweet, in more ways than one. Miss Hall, you seem very dedicated to your work.
Without my work, I wouldn't even have the right to be here.
What do you mean?
When I was a child, I was abandoned. Monsieur Masters took me in. One snowy Christmas Eve, I was left on the doorstep of this mansion. I owe Monsieur Masters my life. He became like a father to me. And so, to repay his kindness, I want to continue working for him.
Kate, you're incredible! I've lived a long life. You're not even middle-aged, Gregory. You're 34. You act. It's like Gregory knew he was gonna get shot in that elevator. He's like, yep, I'm gonna die. That Von Conner guy's gonna kick my ass. He's gonna kill me in the elevator. Yet that brought tears even to my eyes.
Today, Christmas Eve has finally arrived once more. But it looks like I won't be able to give him the present I prepared. I will do anything if it means saving Monsieur Masters. If there's any way I could be of service to you, please ask.
Yes, I appreciate that. Well then, do you happen to know anything about the victim, Isaac Dover?
I don't really know much about Monsieur Dover, but I have a photo of the dessert he made for the Comtesse Fanny's.
This is certainly a splendid piece of work.
Yes, with this exquisite beauty, it's truly a work of art. It's crafted so intricately that you could almost forget it better Chabert. It seems Monsieur Masters was also fond of Monsieur Dover's artwork as well.
Wow. Wow, these are the Taurus and Gemini constellations! You know a lot about constellations, Raymond. Of course! There's so much romance in the constellations! For example, take the club! Lear and Bohelp by Gemini here. These come from... Huh? There's no strings on this Lear. Did Mr. Dover make a mistake in sculpting?
It's hard to think he would make a mistake like that.
Huh? I thought you said you didn't know much about him.
I just sort of felt that somehow.
It appears she's hiding something from us. Miss Hall, did you take this photograph yourself?
Yes, I took it with this instant camera. It develops pixels instantly. It's one of my greatest treasures.
Wow, I would love to see it in action.
Well then, why don't we take a picture right now?
Yeah, let's have a picture taken, Mr. Edgeworth. Sure, I don't mind. I'm confident in my hairstyle today.
Alright, I'm taking the picture. Say cheese! Here, it's developed. A present from to you, Monsieur Shields.
Wow, thank you so much! That's such a great camera!
It's the only camera in this mansion. Unfortunately, its convenience comes at a cost. There are no negatives.
No negatives, huh? Isn't this the same camera Mr. Masters used during the contest?
Yes, you are well informed. Where he made his desserts, Monsieur Masters photographed his work. After that, he took photos of all the other competitors' works.
Was he taking photos at the time the body was found? The body was discovered during the judging, was it not?
Monsieur Masters intended to take photos of everyone's rooms, but after he photographed Gustavi's room, he ran out of film. Monsieur Masters asked me to change the film in the camera. It seemed that the film he prepared in advance wasn't enough.
There wasn't enough film?
It seems the number of photos he took didn't match up with the amount of film remaining. Well, he told me himself it might have been just a mistake though.
Was it really just a mistake?
I retrieved more film from the main building and went back to the fountain patio. And it was then that I heard the sound of something breaking in Monsieur Master's room. Monsieur Master, are you in there? Eek! And that is when I found Monsieur Dover's body in Monsieur Master's room. It was so terrible. I was really shaken up. Before I spoke to anyone else, I called the police. This camera, I've kept it with me ever since.
I see. If it's alright with you, would you mind lending me your camera on that photo? I'll never return it.
Sure, I don't want the door. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Detective Bad, Mr. Delicious, is the investigation over already?
He said he had no more use for me and kicked me out. Manny, that meanie! What a rude thing for him to say!
It was probably to ensure that you wouldn't eat any more of the crime scene. So, Detective Bad, did you get kicked out too?
It seems Von Karma thought I was getting in the way. He won't let me investigate.
Why would he prohibit his own detective from investigating? Because he's not perfect!
But we know just about all there is to know about the crime scene. Right now, he's talking to Gustavia in Dover's room.
Why does he need to speak with Mr. Gustavia?
Don't you know, Prosecutor Von Karma needs to obstruct the truth by silencing the witness. We heard from Hall that Gustavia was seen entering the victim's room.
Mr. Gustavia?
Yes, I saw him earlier entering Dover's room, and it seemed like he was trying to avoid being seen, although I have no idea what he did in there. He is currently under suspicion for melting Dover's sherbet.
Just why did Mr. Gustavia enter that room?
I also have a photo of Dover's room here. If you need it, I'll let you take a look at it.
Hey, why wouldn't you do that for us?
You still don't get it, kid. I'm saying I want to help you guys in order to discover the truth of this case.
Detective Bad! Is this alright, Detective Bad? Will Von Karma chew you out again?
He's gonna chew me out anyways. He chews us all out. Hell, you should see him at the prosecutor's office. Chief prosecutor goes around wearing his badges. He acts like it's the freaking apocalypse. He goes around yelling. The two of them get into a fight. Chief prosecutor throws sand in his eyes. He screams. He starts slashing things with his cane. You should really. It's quite the show. Detective Rip Lacer one time got the back end. Detective Gant, he tried to stop him too, but frankly, that just resulted in him getting hit over the head with a cane. And then, basically, it was just something out of the Three Stooges. They were just fighting, poking each other. Chief Prosecutor just kicking them in the crotch. It was madness. I have no intention of becoming Von Karma's lapdog. If he won't let me investigate, I'll just do as I like. Getting tied up in stupid rules will only blind you to the truth. This is why I'm going to start doing things illegally on the down low several years from now. Isn't that right, Attorney Edgeworth?
Of course, Detective Bad. Thank you. This is amazing, Mr. Edgeworth! Now we've got Detective Bad on our side.
I don't really get what's going on, but I'm glad you boys are all friends now.
I'm grateful that he'll lend us his strength. What, his strength? What, are you gonna beat up Manfred? What, are you gonna get Bad to restrain his arms while you start punching him, Gregory? Okay. What is the meaning of this, Bob? This is mutiny!
Sorry, Prosecutor Von Karma, but I'm trying to find the truth.
You won't get anything out of me! Oh, Von Karma. I'm going to now tell me, Von Karma. Where are the sculptures? What do you know? I know nothing! Psh, punches him in the face. What did Gustavia do? Tell me! Well then, can we please see the photo now?
Right. This is the currency of Dover's room.
Wow! The sugar is completely melted! The room is drenched in a bright blue light blue liquid. We should compare this with the photo Miss Hall took. Did the sherbet melt because the power cord was pulled out? Yeah, because it was pulled. All of the refrigerator gas glasses cases lost power completely. Looks like the power cords were connected to one socket. Do you have any idea how this cord was pulled out? No, it's still under investigation at the moment. What a waste of beautiful sherbet!
Honestly, had I known it would end up like this, I would have eaten more of this stuff.
Did Mr. Dover's sherbet taste that good?
Oh yes, his sherbet was most delicious.
Really? I wish I could have eaten some too.
But there was one piece that was so salty I couldn't eat it.
Salty?
It's right here in this photo. It's a part of the layer.
That's the layer from the Gemini constellation. Ah, you stuck a pipe in the layer. That's why the strings are missing.
Fine, I couldn't never ever eat that much. It was too salty.
One part of the sherbet tasted different. That's rather curious. Did someone other than her also take a bite out of it? Did you notice anything else?
Now that you mention it, icy sherbet sculptures had these strange markings on them. They had two letters carved into them. Wait a minute, there! It looks something like this!
An alphabet signature, it can't be.
I knew it! I knew it! I just knew that Monsieur Dover made this layer. He isn't the one who makes mistakes in his sculptures after all.
Miss Hall, it's been troubling me for a while, but do you know something about Mr. Dover?
Huh? Why would I know something about Monsieur Dover?
You seem quite attached to Mr. Dover's handiwork.
That is because his sculptures are such great works of art.
No, I believe that his works are very special to you in particular.
How do you know that?
There is a piece of evidence that we believe belongs to Mr. Dover, and it happens to share a common feature with another piece of evidence.
A piece of show me? I have no doubt what you are talking about. Which two pieces of evidence share something in common?
Belonging to Mr. Dover. Let's start by presenting the first one. And now the second piece of that shares a common feature is... basically, he designed both of them. He is Pierre Hoquet. Delicia is all two letters of the alphabet. They were probably signatures they were probably used as Mr. Dover's signature, just as an artist would sign their name on their works.
Right. I remember now. I see sherbet sculptures had a PH carved in it. I'll show it.
PH. Those aren't Isaac Dover's initials, though. No, but we found the seal at the scene of the crime. It probably had fallen out of the late Mr. Dover's pocket. If you had pressed the seal into something, it would mark the letters PH. Also, the very same PH signal is engraved into this teapot. The same symbol. This teapot was made by the sculptor Pierre Hoquet. In other words, this PH isn't the signature of Pierre Hoquet. You know about the signature all too well, don't you?
Yes, Monsieur Hoquet's works always bear that signature. Since he never shows himself in public, his signature is used to identify his works.
No way. Are you saying that Pierre Hoquet is? It seems Detective Bad has also realized Isaac Dover's true identity. To Miss Hall, Mr. Dover was no ordinary pastry chef. That's because his true identity was... a fan of sculptures. He was a pastry chef! That's right! Mr. Dover's true identity was the sculptor Pierre Hoquet. What? Mr. Dover was a sculptor? Things like signatures can be faked if you have the original designs. Can you really use that as proof that he was a sculptor? No, but what's important here is that Miss Hall thought he was. As for proving his real identity, I'll leave that to the police. I get it. I'll have the boys check up on it.
As I expected from you, Gregory Edgeworth.
You knew Mr. Dover's real identity all along, didn't you?
Yes. When I discovered the body, I noticed the seal. I knew from that moment he was Pierre Hoquet, the man I greatly admired. I knew that all of my stuff was going to increase in value by 20-fold. Thinking that this would be his final posthumous work, I just couldn't sit still.
So, that's why you entered Dover's room.
Huh? What did you say?
When exactly did you take this photo of Dover's room?
Perhaps this was taken during the judging.
That's strange. I thought you said the camera ran out of film during the judging. Before Mr. Masters entered Dover's room, you were the only one in possession of the camera. Wasn't that why you were able to take the photo when you discovered the body?
Yes, that's right.
The only photos you took with the new film were of Dover's room and the body. If that's the case, a new contradiction comes to light.
Another one?
The piece of evidence that contradicts these two photos Miss Hall took is... Okay, gotta find it. There we go.
That is my instant camera.
You've already handled the photos of Dover's room and the body. You've already handled the photos of Dover's room and the body to myself and the police. That reminds me, didn't you also take a photo of me and Mr. Edgeworth just now? And with that, we'll end the episode off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. If you come back for the next one, like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.